Let me just tell you something. This place, every time we come here, I feel like the food and the atmosphere gets better every time. I gotta be honest.
It's unbelievable.
And you look fantastic.
Thank you,
look beautiful. Question.
63 birthday. Cheers.
Chin chin.
Chin chin?
Chin chin.
I'm going to be 69.
What's going on with you had reunion the other night. I know
Oh, fantastic.
Little People, Big World is also back on. Kids Baking Championship is back on.
Baking Championship, yes.
Tell me what's going on the reunions. Which one is that? Is that Miami?
Well, I watched a few of them, but there are two reunions now. There's Miami, the Miami Chickies, and then there is Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills.
Both are coming to an end.
When is New York and New Jersey coming back on?
I believe, well, they no longer do New York. New York is done.
Really?
Actually, no, I take that back. New York, it's somewhat on hiatus. In July, I believe it's going to be Housewives in New Jersey.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I must admit that although I'm not big on the Housewives, I do like New Jersey, especially since we met Teresa.
Yes.
She was pretty cool. And
She's beautiful in person.
She's changed so much now. She looks so different. With all the plastic surgery and all that. The picture of you and her together, the two of you look beautiful. That was at the book signing, right?
Yes, at Mohegan Sun.
At Mohegan. And I just can't believe how much physically she has changed.
Well, she's changed. Once she got divorced, once she went to prison, she got divorced, she came back home. She changed her whole everything. She changed her being. She started yoga, she exercised. Now, of course, she met the love of her life,
Now,
Louis.
the husband's still over in Italy?
No, the husband is now living in the Bahamas.
After he got out of prison, right?
Yeah, he's barred from coming. He can never come to the United States. I think he got a raw deal because there's plenty of people that are here in the United States that have committed crimes and they're not even in prison.
How about people that are here, let's not get crazy and talk about politics, but how about people that are here illegally? Let's not even get into that because we're here enjoying a good time.
So back to Teresa.
Back to Teresa.
Excuse me, honey.
That's okay.
Back to Teresa. Oh, she's very fit. She met the love of her life, Louis, who has two boys. He's divorced. He's had some drama in his whole life.
That's what it's based upon, right?
Life drama. But she has admitted that she's had her breasts done, enlarged. She's had her nose.
The bazongas?
Yes. All natural.
All natural.
She's had her nose done.
Right. The lips.
She's had Juvederm, is what I've read. And, constant spray tanning, the whole thing, extensions, the nails. But she's supposedly worth millions now. She went to prison, she took the fall for her husband, she was exonerated, and she came back, she sold their house. Now they live in their bigger house, and hopefully she's doing well. I always liked her, but she seems to be a bit, she's changed somewhat. And it's
there's no two ways about it. She's changed. Remember when you talked to her
she was
about
so beautiful.
Sister Sue?
Yes.
I mean,
it
really,
right. Remember
really crazy.
Remember she said to me, I said, I'm going through the similar thing with family. She said,
right.
Did you make up? Did you talk? I said,
But
yes,
it helped,
we did.
right? Believe it or not.
I said, yes, it did, because of your book. I said, life's too short, and you have to make amends with your family. You can't pick your family, and it ended up working out. Right, we were the first ones in line to meet her.
It was good advice.
The only bad thing about her situation, which is sad to me, is that her brother, her only brother, they don't talk.
They don't talk.
They
Now, is that
have-
because of the brother's wife?
Supposedly.
What's
She
her name
doesn't-
again?
Melissa.
Melissa, that's right, Melissa.
Melissa Gorga. That's Teresa's maiden name. She always, they never got along. She seems to think, from shows is what I can say, because I can't, I don't know for a fact, that her brother, does everything for his wife, and his wife controlled him, etc., etc., etc. And the brother chose the wife over his sister, and vice versa. So it's just sad. She lost both her parents. She
Right.
has no one. She alienated her cousins who were also on the show. So
I remember.
So now she has her new husband, his family. His sister was in their wedding. So it's a lot of drama. So they were on hiatus for quite some time because.
And now they're
they
back
said-
for what season now?
Honestly, I don't know the actual season, what the number is. However, honey, listen to me.
I'm listening. Of course, I'm listening.
They were on hiatus a bit because there were rumors flying from Bravo,
Bravo.
Right, Bravo, that one of the two were not going to be asked back. So it delayed production.
Wouldn't that ruin the dynamics though? Because the way I see it, right, they cause a lot of drama, but isn't that what they want for the ratings?
Yeah, Bravo's.
I mean, it's reality TV, but as you well know, wife, as soon as you're on camera, it's no longer really reality, and we've talked about that. Well, that's one of the shows that you have gotten me interested. And again, like I said, I used to like New
Well,
York,
because you met Teresa.
right? Because I met her as well,
She was very gracious, very kind.
and
We
she
were the
was
first
so
ones.
different when we met her. She was
Well,
very
that was-
kind. I mean,
that
maybe
was
she
as
still
soon as
is.
That was right. I think that's when she had gotten out of prison.
What was that? 2018? I think
It was
2018
my birthday.
was on your birthday.
Yes, it was, because we stayed over.
Because we stayed over at the casino.
We stood in line. My great husband stood in line. We bought the book.
Well, she called us right over.
Yeah.
It's like she kind of acted like she knew us a little bit. It was
Yeah.
kind of funny, right?
Yeah,
So they're coming back.
they're coming back.
New Jersey. New York is persona non grata.
We're waiting for that.
So
Miami
was reunion
two last night.
Well, I don't know as
Whoa.
much. Tell me about
Oh,
Miami.
boy. Miami is full of a lot of drama, and the way that
Would you like some more?
Sure, thank you. The way that they live in Miami is entirely different.
Entirely different than the girls from New York or New Jersey.
Right, because
Right, I get it.
these are very wealthy women
Right.
in Miami. Whether they're married, divorced, they're all extremely
All
wealthy.
wealthy.
There's a lot of drama, and much more than New Jersey. I mean, they drive around in Rolls Royces, and that means nothing. But the Miami
Talk
life-
about privilege, though, in elite, because we know that. And again, I'm not going to down anybody. You've earned it. That's yours, but you just wonder where a lot of the money has come from. Families, and just for conversation's
Right.
sake.
Like, as an example.
What's the drama on Miami though with the reunions?
Oh boy. Well, they're all well, same as all the housewives. They backbite each other.
Right.
There's little cliques. It's a typical woman MO. Martina Navratilova. And I know-
Navratilova. I think I got it right.
I ruined that, but I've become a fan of hers. She's married to one of the housewives.
She was a great tennis player,
Oh,
one of the
she was
best
wonderful.
female tennis players in the world,
Yep.
believe it or not.
And she survived breast cancer, and then she had, I think, we ended up finding throat cancer, if I'm not mistaken. So they somewhat
Well, she
showed
was
her.
in that era, if you remember correctly.
Yes.
Chrissy Everett,
Oh, yeah.
Billie Jean King, for
McEnroe.
right, McEnroe, Andre Agassi, all of them. And so Martina is a legend. So I didn't know she was on there, Pat. I had no idea.
Well, her wife.
Her wife.
Lovely couple, very nice.
Is she young?
No, she's...
Martina's got to be in her 70s,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. It shows their relationship a bit, what they've gone through. She's like a farmer, her wife. She's from, I want to say she's from Russia, her wife. They've been together a long time. Then we have Lisa Holkenstein, who's married to a Miami.
I thought you were going to say Lisa Rinna.
No, oh no.
What show is that?
No, she got booted. She was.
What show is that?
That was
Hollywood?
Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills. How funny is it that your husband knows all about the Real Housewives?
That's from me.
Right.
From me.
Well, you kind of got me into it. And let's be honest, I'm going to be honest
Listen,
and candid
it
here.
takes me
All
away
they
from
show
most
is the
society.
breasts.
I know.
When
They do.
you have real ones,
I know.
and yours look better than their fake ones.
I know.
I'm just saying.
No, I
I'm
could say
being
that.
honest.
I could say that.
No one's here listening to us, so I'm being honest.
Miami
ahead, I'm sorry.
is. Listen, I went to Miami a couple of times in my younger days, not as a single person, and it was nothing. It was not to my liking. It was very fast paced,
Very pretentious, maybe?
pretentious, fast paced. And in my younger days, I looked awesome.
You look awesome now.
No, I know I do, but
Hello?
I'm just saying.
McFly.
It just wasn't my style. I know,
McFly.
it just wasn't my style. It's very fast living.
Bueller.
Bueller.
Anyone?
Huh.
Bueller.
Bueller.
But no, so I get it. It must be so much different now in 2024 compared to when we were there
Yes.
in the 80s.
Yes. So as I was saying before I get off onto the
Well, that's me. It's my
other
fault.
tangent, Lisa is married to, she's like, I don't know, 20 years younger than him. Married a long time to him. Very famous plastic surgeon in Miami. They live on a
Isn't Seth in Miami?
mansion. Dr. Dodd. Yeah, Dr. Dodd.
Your former cohort there.
Yes,
He's a great guy.
yes. Great surgeon.
You know what this feels like with me and you right now? And for my fans and audience out there, and again, it's what an honor and privilege to even have you on
Okay over
here.
here?
Yes.
Did they
everything
take
is-
dinner orders already from you?
No, not yet.
No. Do you know what you're having?
Give us about
Give us
5
some time?
minutes. Yeah, we're
Just
kicking
bring
back,
me down. That
chilling.
way I don't keep interrupting you guys.
No, you're okay.
Okay.
Thank you. I really
All right,
appreciate it.
thank you.
This reminds me of the old video. You've never seen it. And this goes back to my crowd on Guardian of Chaos YouTube. Breakfast with Blassie, where it was with Classy Freddie Blassie, the Hollywood fashion plate, and Andy Kaufman from Taxi, obviously.
Oh, Andy.
Andy, and they did a similar thing.
That's what we
Right. Latka.
Vodka.
What did he used to say? We're getting off the housewives tangent. What did he say? What was that?
I don't remember.
forget
He was
what
on
used to
Taxi.
say. But that's what Freddie Blassie and Kaufman did a similar thing, Breakfast at Blassie's, and it was very interesting. So that's where I came up with the concept for you and I, and be able to delve into you, and from a woman's perspective, and listening about whether it be Little People, Big World, or whether it be 90 Day Fiance, or whether it be
The
Real
Little People.
Housewives, and
Yes.
the different shows and the different dynamics. That's something that my audience isn't really used to. So you bring in a different demographic,
Right.
where my audience is only about 7% female.
Right.
So this will bring that up. And you know what the current demographic is? 24 to 35 is that's the biggest age group for the channel.
Wow.
Yes, 65 plus or 60 plus, or our group 50 plus, is only about 8%. Most of my demographic is like 25 to 40.
Wow.
So that's why I'm hoping that this new approach, this new concept, and
Well, this
gracious
is real.
that this is reality.
This is real.
This is really reality
Reality.
TV. Okay.
I had a day off because it was my birthday.
Yes, happy
I worked
birthday.
very hard
Great
all
day.
week. Had a great day with my husband. Now we're out
And now a
enjoying
beautiful
nice
dinner.
with
And-
a lovely place, Lascara.
Right, and Portnoy supported this place during the pandemic.
Dave
Dave
did.
Portnoy and
Yes, he
Barstool
did.
Sports
Yes, he
came
did.
here and supported this place. So that's why, this is our go-to place. And so I appreciate my wife being on here to expand the channel and different horizons for the female demographic and female audience. So I would like to get back to, until we order the main course and then maybe we'll go to a part 2, I would like to go back to Housewives and Reunion, because Below Deck is another one that we do watch together.
Yes.
So to open up the avenues of communication and different people here is something I'm really excited about.
Well, it's interesting. I'm
Yeah.
happy to hear it.
So
because this is
tell me
my
more.
outlet.
Tell me
Let's say
more
that-
about Miami, the Reunion, because I don't really know the characters like I do New York and New Jersey. Even Beverly Hills, is that on right now as well?
Beverly Hills, no. Well, they have one.
Or they're on a
yes.
hiatus?
No. Beverly Hills is next week.
Next week,
Their
okay.
last, I think it's 1 or 2 reunions, and they're off. And then they come back next season.
So fill the audience in on Miami,
So
the Reunion, and I'll be quiet. I promise. Everybody knows I go on and on and
go
on and
on
on.
and on and on. You belabor, but
That's
you
okay.
have all good intentions, so it's all good, Mike.
So I'm all ears, wife.
So Miami last night was the second reunion, which I would have missed, but again, I would have watched it on Peacock because we have Peacock.
Not on the cock.
And it repeats.
The
yes,
Peacock.
Peacock. So you brought it to my attention because you're so good. You take the shows for me because I get out of work. I'm exhausted. I don't feel like watching anything, but I enjoy my reality shows because it just takes you away from.
It's a distraction,
Thank you,
a
husband.
much needed
It's a
distraction.
distraction from society. You can laugh at others in a way of maybe understanding where they're coming from. Listen, females are females. Females react, they're all the same. Females can get hot-headed. Females can be compassionate, passionate, they cry. So with that said, the reality shows that I have been watching, oh Lord, probably 20 years to be honest with you.
It's been a while.
It's a respite for me. But back to Miami. Yeah, the second show last night. It was very hot and heavy, and it was kind of sad because one of the girls got diagnosed. And this again is awareness for women. For women, this is how we all should be.
Well, this is the audience that
sticking-
we're trying to reach right now.
Right,
And that's a good thing, and that's why I'm thankful that you agreed to do this.
course,
It's like
absolutely.
watching Patera on Homestead. So when a woman has a strong voice and speaks out, I think it's very important to listen. So that's why I'm very appreciative that you agreed to do this.
Right. Well, thank you, husband. So one of the cast members, she got diagnosed. Now, let me just also let you know that these are 6 months prior,
Right.
right? So they're taped 6 months prior.
Right.
One of the girls on the show, African American, very beautiful. I think she's from some other country, maybe St. Bar. I'm not sure. West Indies.
Oh, so
married.
she's Caribbean.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
she's very pretty, very beautiful. She's married to a firefighter in Miami. They have 2 young boys. She unfortunately got diagnosed with breast cancer, so it showed her whole process of going through it. Raw emotions, as you can understand, if you've gone through it. And she's now in remission, but she had a rough time. So they talked about that on the reunion last night. But as women, still backbiting, fighting each other, arguing and fighting even on the second part of the reunion. Lisa's going through a divorce with this multimillionaire. She has a new boyfriend. She has 2 little children. She's going through a very terrible divorce. Terrible divorce.
Never a good thing, obviously.
No, of course not. So it's just what I'm watching in Miami. It's these people. Oh, and there's another one, Marisol. Her son, I think it's Marisol, if I'm not mistaken. her son was maybe 17 or 18. He was involved in a very, very traumatic motor vehicle accident. He's now in his 20s. Brain damaged. He nearly died. This woman got remarried. Her first husband ended up passing away. After the fact, she found out he was gay. All the entire time they were,
She didn't know.
She didn't know.
Wow.
And,
You don't keep secrets like that, sweetheart. I can promise and tell you that I'm not gay. Why would you keep
I
a
don't
secret
think
like
you
that
are.
from that partner?
Right?
I
Isn't
just
that
that
crazy?
I can't really
Well,
comprehend because
her
we
name is
don't keep
Herman.
secrets.
No, never.
Okay, sometimes we're, some of the guys, and not to interrupt, but some of the guys and girls would sit there and say, "Oh, don't tell your husband everything, don't tell your wife everything." Oh, I get that. Some things are better left unspoken, but if you don't have honesty and trust in your relationship, what do you have? You have nothing.
Right, but
So-
she didn't know.
No, of course, right. That's what I'm saying. And so, what was reunion 2? Right, that's reunion 2. What was that based upon? What was the end result?
Well, they didn't finish it. A lot of arguing, but then some of them, hugged, kissed, made up. A lot of tears, and we'll see next week when it comes. It's the third and final.
Third and
But-
final. They have 3 reunions, right?
No, it depends on each show.
Each show.
Like summer. What was the one that I really couldn't get into?
Summer House.
No, Summer House was last night. That started too, which is interesting. That's another one. These are kids. I should say kids, young adults that all live and work in New York City, and they
Wow.
rent a house in the Hamptons for the whole summer. So they go to work Monday through Friday.
How old do you think they are? 30s?
20s.
What? Wow.
The oldest maybe in their 30s. One's a
Okay.
registered nurse. Loverboy is, I forget his name. He owns a company of liquor.
Loverboy.
Yep. So Miami is, it's a lot of glitz and glamour. Glitz and glamour. They dress so beautifully. Nothing to my liking, obviously.
Very right, of course.
But it's a lot of glitz and glamour, a lot of drama. There's an anesthesiologist, a doctor, Nicole, who found out she's pregnant. Her father just passed. She had a very poor relationship with her father, which was very sad, to find out her story. Her mother and father got divorced. She's Cuban, but she's Cuban American. She's an anesthesiologist, beautiful girl. She had a very shattered relationship with her father because of the way he treated her mother. He has 8 children. God rest his soul. Throughout this past 6 months, he died.
Wow.
He had a girlfriend in her 20s. He died, he was almost 70. He passed, and the daughter last night on the reunion was talking about, because they showed snippets of his life. He was, like a Romeo, a Cuban Romeo.
Gigolo.
Gigolo, exactly. But she made, which was a good aspect of life, and it helps you better understand, right, how we all are humans. She ended up, before he passed, made amends with her father to cut him slack, even though if he cheated on the mother, she has 8 siblings, she really doesn't know who they are. She didn't want to meet his new girlfriend for a while. She ended up meeting it, and that was part of the show where they did show them meeting.
All set with the calamari?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes,
I
very
can
good.
move it out your way.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Short of a very long story is that the good part of last night was that she, was there when he passed, and he knew that she was having her second child, a girl, and it was very emotional because she feels like she felt so good that she made amends with her father.
Yeah, well, listen, we all go through it. We go through it personally. We know what I'm going through as well now.
Yep.
So not to get too personal here, but I mean, this is reality, and yeah, it's unfortunate. And again, I never listen. This is just my own personal opinion. I never really, and I understand. I'm not judging. I'm just giving my point of view of whether it be older men, younger women, older men. Never really agreed with all that. You know, so it really is what it is. So it's good that you got to make amends. So that was Miami. Now, what do we usually watch on Wednesdays? Because I'm usually watching AEW Dynamite on Wednesdays.
I know you're wrestling, which I love that.
Well, just like with you and the
I think
housewives, it's my distraction, my pastime.
It's fine.
You know, so that's why I'm glad we support each other. Whether it's baseball, you watch baseball with me all day, all night. You love baseball.
Yes.
You will sit there and watch the pro wrestling with me, so that's a beautiful thing. And
I do love what is it on Vice?
On Vice, you like Dark Side of the Ring, and then A&E biographies, the documentaries, very good stuff. And so it makes you learn more, and in turn, you've gotten me into things that I would have never watched, whether it be the Housewives or Below Deck, and Lydia, the pioneer woman, the cooking shows that we watched together as a couple, and of course our spiritual side, whether it be Pastor Jeremiah, Pastor George. I think at this stage of where we are, we have a very good balance of what we do. I just think that we do.
We do.
And so Wednesdays, when I usually boot you because I'm reporting on Dynamite, unfortunately, what is it on the big shows on Wednesday nights? What is today's
Little People.
Today's Friday. Wednesdays is Little People. You have Miami. You have Hollywood. Is that Orange County? Is that the same thing, or are they different shows? Beverly Hills. Orange County was another one.
Is going to be drama as you can't even imagine.
Now Beverly Hills and Orange County are two totally different shows.
Oh yeah. So the Beverly Hills are extremely,
well-to-do,
wealthy.
Like
Kathy Hilton of Hilton Hotels.
Paris Hilton, right?
Paris Hilton, that's
the
her
Hiltons.
name. She's on it every now and then, but her sister is on the show, and she's going through a separation with her husband Mauricio. She's so there was Lisa Rinna, who was very famous.
Would you like this? You want to keep this as well?
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I don't know what happened here. I think this is leaking.
No, I don't think. I think it's just the top. You got to get on the top of that American Mule.
Happy birthday.
Love you, wife.
Love you.
And again, thank you for agreeing to be on the show. Okay, although this is secret taping, it's kind of like the reality shows. It's reality, but we also know that we're being filmed. It is real.
Right, but I'm as real as they get. And you as well.
Well, before we get on to continuing with our unbelievable dinner, we'll probably do this in 2 parts.
Yes.
Let's figure out what we want to eat, an entree. We have nothing but time. This has been a great conversation so far. I want to get back into the Housewives.
Yes.
I really would like to explore more of that for my female audience, which is next to nil. So I'm hoping that you bring out the female audience.
The baking show with the kids.
The kids baking with Valerie Bertinelli. I would like to talk a little bit about that.
We have to touch base on that because
we could talk about the cooking shows.
She's very entertaining. She's always empathetic and so kind and generous with the kids.
Now, are they Duff too? But are they booting?
Yeah, which
Tell me what you know about that.
All I know is that it came out in the media that at first they booted. She had a cooking show as well.
Right.
And her ex-husband used to be on it, and she did a homeschool Italian cooking. It was a very interesting, low-key cooking show.
I enjoy the Kids Baking Championship. I really do.
I love the little kids.
That's something I really enjoy.
So they cut her off of that show.
So Valerie is going to be persona non grata. She's the one that started this show, though, not Duff, right? Or was it the guy Duff?
No, it was Duff.
It was?
Duff is just her partner. Duff is very entertaining. He's great.
He is good.
But my opinion of it, And I'm
Well, that's what we're here for,
right.
your
My
opinion.
opinion is that I think she's been extremely, understandably so, I guess. She went through a divorce after Eddie Van. She obviously, we all know she's married to Eddie Van Halen. She had Wolfie, her son, who's a grown man now. Got married. She ended up marrying another gentleman. He seemed nice. He was always on a cooking show. They seemed, whatever persona is, they were happy. They ended up getting divorced after so many years. I guess he gave them some pencils, settlements, things of that sort. She finally got divorced. And she seemed to, in the public, which I noticed myself on the internet, always talking about her ex-husband, Eddie Van Halen. Now, Eddie Van Halen also has a wife. Or obviously, she's a widow. So she seemed to always bring up Eddie Van Halen on many, many things, whether it was on the cooking show or sometimes with the baking show for the kids. So who knows what the higher-ups in TV
What they think about it.
She got divorced. She was
Very
complaining.
political, maybe.
And a few times on Instagram, and I do love her.
I like Valerie as well.
Yeah, I think she's a very
Genuine person.
genuine person. She did go through a lot, but I think she never got over her marriage, the demise of her marriage with
And
Eddie.
listen, he was an unbelievable guitar player. Van Halen's legendary,
who
right?
knows what she went through, right? Living with a rocker, star, the whole thing. And after she got booted from and I'll be short, after she got booted from the actual television cooking show on Food Network, she started showing up on Instagram every now and then and crying and not boo-hooing, but just talking about her prior divorce, how she missed Eddie, and she loves her son Wolfie. So who knows, right? People up in Hollywood, these big shots of these shows, you just never know.
You never
what
know.
they want to accept and what they don't. And then here it is. She's wonderful on the food cooking, on the food show, the baking show with these kids who are so intelligent and smart.
Right, they
for
really
what
are
they
unbelievable,
do.
right? It's incredible.
It's amazing. I love to cook. Bacon, I don't like to bake because it's so scientific. If you miss 1 little inch of maybe some flour or water or oil, your cake will flop. So to watch these kids, it's interesting. It's very.
Are we ready to order?
Yeah,
I think
I'm
we are.
ready.
You ready to? I think we're ready. We're just in the middle of a long conversation. We're talking about Van Halen. We're talking about Real
I
Housewives,
just don't
pro
wanna
wresling. We're talking about
forget you
everything.
guys.
No,
we
that's
don't
okay.
have dinner, and then we're like, oh my god, we didn't order any dinner.
No, we're good. Thank you so much. So what I think I'm going to get a little light this evening. I'm
Okay.
going to have the gyro. You say the
Gyro,
gyro, right?
yeah.
And I'll have it with the salad.
With the salad instead of
Yes.
fries, you want lamb or chicken?
I want the chicken.
The chicken?
please. Yes.
So no fries with salad.
Yes, please.
Sounds good.
Wow, yummy.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna go with the filet mignon.
Filet mignon. How would you like that cooked?
I would like that medium.
Medium. And that comes with mashed potatoes. And our veggie tonight is grilled carrots. Is that okay?
Perfect.
All right. Awesome.
Oh, thank you so
All right,
much.
got it.
I appreciate
Thank you.
it.
You're welcome.
We'll see you soon.
You want another glass of wine?
Yes, I would love it. Pinot Grigio.
Pinot Grigio. The
Thank
same
you.
one, right?
Yes. So we were talking about everything from Lydia to Pioneer to Valerie
Right,
Bertinelli.
right.
That's what we're on right now, the Kids Baking Championship. Just for a little tidbit here, because I throw it out for the audience. Not only did I see Van Halen with Eddie, I saw Van Halen
Where?
years.
New Haven?
New Haven for the original Van Halen with Eddie Van Halen.
Wow.
And then saw Van Halen with Sammy Hagar
I love
and
Sammy Hagar.
and
Better
Wolfie.
than Eddie.
And Wolfie.
Oh, really?
So I saw Eddie and Wolfie, his son, as he, or was it David Lee Roth?
No, David Lee Roth.
Did,
They
David?
wouldn't have. I don't
I'm trying to think if David Lee played with. I saw Wolfie. Obviously, Sammy
he
took
good?
it. Wolfie was good. You would never know it. He was fantastic. That was at the casino. So it's funny that we're talking about that, and I saw both Eddie and his son
Never
Wolfie.
saw Van Halen.
Great
Never had a
concert.
desire.
Great concert, legendary though.
Yeah.
So, but so she's getting booted. She does a great job.
And it's sad sad because she's
sad what she was going
really
through.
good on the show with the kids. It breaks it up with you have Duff, who's the strong persona, but very, very nice.
Seems like a really nice guy.
And makes a lot of jokes with the kids. He puts some of these. And Valerie is the mother, like she's going up to hug kids when they're crying. They think they're going to do something wrong. So I think it's a big loss and a big mistake that they're booting her off.
I believe it'll reflect in the ratings. It will.
But in my mind, I have a feeling they have someone in mind who they're going to put on, and it is what it is. And I guess we'll all see.
All right. Since we ordered our main course, and we're
Yes.
going to wait for that, great conversation. Again, I appreciate you, wife, for being here on the channel. We're going to come back with a part 2 of this impromptu conversation on your birthday.
I love it.
So, fans, don't go anywhere, okay? Because we're going to come back with the female point of view here on Guardian of Chaos, the YouTube channel. It's me. It's the G.O.C. And we'll say that to say this because we tell it like it is. Don't you dare miss it.
Don't you dare miss it.
All right, guys, come back. Don't go anywhere. We're just getting ready for dinner.